Yes, we're back. We're back again for a first look at a new game, and one that yeah, I've had my eye on for a while since its initial concept, and yeah, going to take a look at it. Going to show you what it's all about. Going to try a few jobs and see if we can start our truck and logistics empire. Basically, if you're watching this on YouTube and you're new to my videos, welcome indeed. This going out on Random Sunday, a day where I normally put games that I'm having a look at for the first time. Will this carry on the channel? Who knows? It could maybe appear on the new Saturday slot. So yes, plenty of content from me though on YouTube, so do check out my other content. Hi Trent and hi Roxy. So yes, options wise, not much you can play around with. You can play this in 4K. I've downgraded it to 1080. Physics quality you can do, field of view for the interior camera you can do. I've adjusted the music volume down. So there's menu options. There's also then in-game options. Hi Finn. But I'll show you through the vehicles now. In order to get the controller working, I started a new game, bought a van, got the controller working, which is a plus. Quit the game, couldn't work out how to then start a whole new profile. So I uninstalled it, reinstalled it, still carried on the same profile, uninstalled it, reinstalled it somewhere else, carried on with the same profile. So as you log in for the first time and click single player, you get an option of buying your first vehicle, which you start off with 12,000 credits, and you get to buy your first vehicle, which I've already done. So I've already bought one of these, the little minivan, which has got a capacity, hi Gav Jam and John, capacity of 550 kilos this will hold. So this is the smallest van you can buy. However, for some reason you can buy a car which has got a fuel capacity of 58 litres. Sorry, it's got no no carrying capacity. So why you'd want it? You've got a pickup truck, well a couple of them actually. So this will carry 800 kilos. And you've got the Ford version of it there, obviously not badged Ford. The minivan, so that's what I've purchased, so that will carry 550 kilos. You've got the Volkswagen van basically, that will carry 800 kilos, but that was out of my price range, so I couldn't buy that. So the only option really was to buy this, which is what I've done. You can then go panel van, so Transit, which will carry 1300 kilos. And then up to the MAN. So MAN have got some licensing in here, so up to that'll carry 1300 kilos. But that's, you know, 32 grand will get us a Transit. So to get to the next step up, well, the next step up really is going to be that, to carry 800. So we need to earn 1400 credits, but I don't know if I can sell my existing vehicle. So that's something I haven't found out yet. So yes, panel vans, we've got those two. Drop side vans, we've then got the Volkswagen, so that'll carry 900 kilos. So I'm guessing we can put cargo in the back of it like that, so that's quite cool. And the Ford version of it, and that'll carry 1450 kilos. So again, you have to load the stuff on the van, so there could be some stuff that you wouldn't necessarily want in the inside. So that's actually quite a useful vehicle, I think. Then you go up to the big stuff. I really wish ETS2 would have this. Anyway, it's not ETS2. Rigid truck. So a couple of them available. Scania. So you've got some licensing going on here. So Scania box truck, which will carry 7 tons, so 7,000 kilos. That's 77,000 to buy. Or a tipper. So that will carry 21 ton. So I'm guessing at some point then we've got to have as bulk stuff we can haul around. Hi Dylan. And then we got up to trucks. So we've got that, which is 70 grand to buy. Obviously then you'd have trailers, I'm guessing we can then haul. Scania again, so a G440, so not overly spec'd with power, but a 440. Or we can go up to an MAN with a 470 engine and go up to that, which is Volvo VNL basically, isn't it? Which is 140,000. Then we get on some obscure vehicles. One being a monster truck. Yeah, I'm not sure. it won't actually hold, as it will, 800 kilos. So if you want to do some off-road deliveries, then you can have a monster truck. You can also have the little electric forklifts. You can buy your own. Sorry, you don't buy it, you rent these, don't you? Because there's no purchase price. So electric forklift and a telehandler. And that for loading the bulk stuff. So I'm guessing you have to drive these things as well. So quite a few vehicles that you've got. Again, the game isn't in release mode yet. So don't know what will come in the future. You can customize your vehicle. So you can change the headlights to have xenons if you wanted to. You can tint your windows if you wanted to go uber tinty. That's tinty windows. You can change the interior colouring of the dials, should you wish. I don't know what that one's doing actually. That's changing something. Obviously, I was changing the plastic surrounds of the interior, and you can then obviously spray the exterior should you wish to do that. So you can actually make it look quite cool. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get on and drive. So now I can use the controller. So it tells you your keys. Although I say I have got a controller, I think it should be mapped now. So the actual premise of picking the jobs up is quite cool. Right, handily now it hasn't remembered, so I can actually go into now. So there's another menu when you go into the game. So we've got control mapper, and it's picked up all my gamepads and has actually set them all there. So cameras and stuff are done, so I can now go back. Actually, I can show you a bit more in detail, can't I? So you can adjust your throttle. I don't know if I can use this with the steering wheel. It's picking up the G27. Throttle, brake, wheel. I wonder if the G27 will work. Oh, I'll have to try that then. If the G27 works, I'm a happy chicken. So handbrake, steer left, steer right. Headlights, left indicator, right indicator, horn, wipers, gear shift up, gear shift down, which we're in auto, it's not going to be a problem. Cameras, etc. Let's try it. Let's click on done. So we're here. Basically, I had to drive around. So I go to my garage. I don't want to do that, do I? Let's take it to that garage. I'm a happy chicken if the G27 works. Right, E. Oh, the G27's working. Okay, I can move my controller. Bear with. Right, so basically you've got to go to one of the dots on the map to... that's quite laggy. To get a job. So let's go this way. Where are you going? There is an interior view. No idea how you set that. Oh, I've just cut the engine out. Oh, that's... You're going to crash into me, aren't you? No, that's okay. Pedal to the metal. L for headlights. I'll use the actual... Yeah, graphically, not bad. It does seem a little bit glitchy for me currently. C to change camera. Okay. I'll do that once we've got... right, so over here, look, there's a little box you can see on there. That's... Undertaker! Thank you very much. 3 months. So that's a little box you go into to get your load. Now you've got a choice of loads. So cargo weight 1500. So we can pull something. So the only thing in theory we can put in the back of the van. So we'll do that one first, and then you can actually pull trailers and things. So we'll do this bottom one because it will fit in the back of the van. So cargo weight of 450. So we'll accept that. and then it will load, and then sticks me in the forklift. Oh, I've got to start the engine of the forklift. So if I press C, I've got to get the load under, and then pick it up. And then go and plonk it in the van. It's very ETS2 like. Well, oh, cargo's in place. Okay. So you load the cargo in, and then it puts you back in your van. I'm guessing no track IR. No. Okay, so pop the lights on. I'll go to the internal view. There we go. So you've got a sort of interior view, which isn't that bad. And now you've got to follow the nav. So I'm really happy that it's got G27 support. I'm ignoring red lights because, you know. So, Roxy said earlier on that multiplayer, which at the moment is just a case of joining a random server. So I think I'd be interested in it when you got to a point where you could have your own server. But multiplayer was like 14 people. When you reverse, it shows a camera on the GPS screen. That's pretty cool. Yeah, and I really do like the idea of physically loading the cargo. And you've got a fuel gauge, so you've got to keep your eye on your fuel. You can damage your van, as I found out. Oh, we're coming off here. Oh, that's me squirreling around. Oh. Again, it's still in beta. I was actually slightly dubious about this. But first impressions, I tried it out on my laptop first thing this morning and was like, oh, okay. It does look slightly mobile-y. It does, but is it... I don't know. That doesn't detract away from the possible enjoyment. I like the idea of you start off in a little van. So you bought, you know, you've got 12 grand. You've bought a really small van that you've got to put fuel in and you've got to take jobs. And a bit like ETS2, you're just driving from one place to another place. I'm sure I loaded something in my van this morning that was too heavy for it. Right, so straight over here. Again, it's in beta. But the multiplayer, I'm guessing you all work for one company? And you're just all whizzing around the map earning money? Because that'd be great in multiplayer. That'd be great in a stream. Well, they said they're going to port it to mobile, I think. Which I just thought then that it was going to be a, you know, mobile port. Where am I going? Round here. It's a little bit glitchy. But again, it's beta. I just don't know how well this would actually work on mobile. It'd be great if you could see the other vans and trucks and stuff. as glitchy as any German simulator. Well, yeah, a little bit. It wasn't actually running this badly on my laptop. Competition is good as makes ETS, ATS better. It's never going to be ETS or ATS. Yeah, at least the bridges are higher. But it's nice to have something different. I do miss Track IR. In fact, you can just run red lights so you don't get any... Oh, steering's a little bit... There's no force feedback, obviously. So left here. And then into here. Park the vehicle in the parking space. You just turn your head. With Track IR, yeah. Where do you want it? Over there. Warning, this little van is reversing. I've driven one of these. Firm I worked for last year had the Peugeot Bipper, which is basically what this is in the UK. There we go. So we earn money for that. Let's see, we got 2,262. So I've now gained money. Got a loading bonus, no damage. So there we go. First load dropped off. So now we can go and pick up another load, which is one here. So we'll see what we can get from here. Right, so we can either try and overload our van and see what it does. So we can, let's try that, and then we move up to some of the trailered ones. Are you able to get out of the vehicle? No. So let's see if we can overload it. Will it let me? Yes, you've got to refuel your van. So fuel gauge is down there in the bottom right, and you do get damage, so you've got to repair it as well. See, that comes out your money. So let's change to... let's see what happens then, because this is, in theory, 300 kilos more than the van should be able to take. So whether that's going to damage the van... Right, let's see if we can get it in here, of course. I can't see my van. Well, let me put it on. But that's now 300 kilos more than the van should take. Right, we've got to get our way out of here. Is that a gate? Unshaven! Thank you very much, and hello. Right. So if that's the case, I'm wondering, hopefully it means we don't get damage. I definitely really like the idea that you just start out in a really small van. So yeah, it's a little bit glitchy. I like the fact you can just drag the time to whatever you want on the right. Yeah. Oh, Oh, blimey. Okay, there's many... Unshaven. Thank you very... I'm going the wrong way. Warnings, vehicles reversing. Thank you very much, Unshaven. And welcome to Wolfilla, to whoever you are, to Chatterbox. Ooh. Oh, I've got a little fragile symbol down in the bottom right there. So does that mean this cargo is fragile? That might not necessarily be a good thing. I mean, welcome indeed then to new subscribers. Whether you want to be subscribed or not, you are now. Yeah, I did a job this morning when I was trying out towing a trailer. That's quite cool. Where am I going? Straight over here. So I haven't tried... Oh, hello. Oh. I haven't tried... road signs have yet to be implemented. Again, it's a beta. I don't mind that at all. I don't mind going into something knowing that it's going to get better. And, you know, as a beta... it's already got me interested, and they're offering it with a discount as well. Yeah. Brian, thank you very much for the follow. So yeah, it's definitely got me interested at beta stage. So I put my lights on. Lane keeping isn't a thing. So eventually, you know, this gets a bit of force feedback when that stutter goes, when they optimize it a bit better, and it makes improvements. I heard someone say that the map itself wasn't very large, which again, in beta form, not got that much of an issue with. But if the map then gets larger, because you wouldn't want to be hauling a truck and trailer over short distances. Oh, it's gone all sepia. Yeah, it has a bit, isn't it? Even the rear view mirror, because all we can see is the box behind us. Doesn't tell you how far you've got to go. Which I think it does in the exterior view. But I'd quite happily spend time sat in this little Peugeot. Did the real van have... Oh god, yeah. They've got a 1.3 litre diesel engine in them. It wasn't very comfortable. It was cramped. It was really... It's a basic small van. But the firm I worked for didn't need a big van. In contrast, today I drove a 10-year-old Renault Master with 180,000 miles on the clock, and it was really nice. Oh, going up into the twisty mountains. Bit of a longer job, this one, then. So, yeah, it is glitching. I'm guessing as stuff's loading in. Will be cool to see vehicle licenses. Over as per usual, we have man license. Well, Scania as well. Right, fuel gauge is fine. So we have fuel, although there's a fuel station there. So we will, before we finish tonight, put fuel in, because we're going to have to, I'm guessing. It'd be nice to see if we can earn enough money to buy another van. So I'm wondering then what happens to this one, whether we get the option of part exchanging it, or whether that's something that would come eventually. Because unless you're running a company and you're employing someone else, which again isn't something that you've got in, you won't need 2 vans. I should imagine Volkswagen probably do get licenses, but yeah, well, it's PSA Group, isn't it? Because this same van is available as a Peugeot, a Citroen and a Fiat. It's like the MAN that's in the van in the game. That's actually a Volkswagen, but rebranded as an MAN. And again, more vehicles. There's quite a few. It's going to be a long route, this one. I don't even see how much money we're going to earn for this either. So it does say it's fragile. Yeah, the game's lagging as it's loading the lights in a tunnel. And again, that will improve. Yeah, it's basically a Volkswagen Crafter, the MAN. We saw them at the truck show last year. MAN build vans too. Again, I think it's just a licensing thing. There's one in here. It's just built under license, which is, you know, if you're running an MAN fleet of trucks, then why not have an MAN van, like as a service van or small vans? So we've got MAN licensing, Scania licensing, and some Peugeots and some Fords. We just run the red lights. They're not important. So I don't think there's a time scale or anything we had to get the job there by. Well, a fairly long route. Not by, you know, other trucking game standards, obviously, but I keep trying to move my head. I'm trying to keep my head still because I'm used to driving with Track IR. Oh, I've got to turn right up here. Oh, he's going to pull out in front of me then. So we can put a load in that's more than the weight of the van. I don't know if that's actually going to affect the maintenance. In real life, it obviously would. Yeah, things wouldn't be happy. The interior I thought was going to be really bad. Okay, it's not awesome, but it's fine. Oh, he shot past me. I'm guessing I'm going in. I keep trying to look with Track IR. I'm guessing I'm going in there. Park the vehicle in the parking space. I will do that once I know where the parking space is. There. Oh, the lag is real. Oh, crap. I'm not used to single foot. How's the game looking? It's good. The game is actually quite laggy, jerky. It's not the stream. It's the game itself is quite laggy. The stream's fine. Right, there we go. So that's 2. Let's go and drive to pick up another one then. Right, let's do a trailer then. So this is 8,000 meters. Oh, I see, it gives you pence per cost per thing. So we can do a trailer. That one's going to earn 2,600. That's going to earn 5,000. So that's better off doing that one, aren't we? So we can take one with a trailer. So that's where we are. Look, and that shows you where it's going, all the way up there. Okay, let's do that then. Right, so we've got to go and pick up our trailer, which is somewhere. $34 months. Yeah, that normally happens, doesn't it? But thank you, Chaos. Indeed. Right, so now attach trailer. So now we've got to haul a thing. So you can see the back of the van's actually gone down. Hang on, was it me or did that actually go down? Yeah, it did. So the suspension on the trailer is actually working quite well. Let's go with an external view. So the trailer's bigger than the van. It says MP. It does. Up to 14 players, apparently. Wonder if it'll understeer now. Yeah, that's a lot of weight. Don't crash into me. It actually doesn't seem too bad, Chaos. I'll go to the interior view now. I'm just being slightly cautious because of the fact I'm pulling this really heavy trailer. And I don't want the steering going like... Does it work with the wheel? Yeah, G27's working. There's no force feedback. There's no track IR, obviously. But yeah, G27's working. It's whether you can change it, obviously accelerate to go forward, brake to go backwards. So that takes some getting used to. Indicators. It's my normal disregard for... I keep trying to look for red lights. I definitely really like the idea of just starting out with a small van. So we'll do... So it is very laggy. That's the game, not me, or the stream. Pick a lane, Stevie. See, the AI just ran the red light. We'll see what the flatbed trailer is, because obviously this is just pulling a thing, and then there's a flatbed trailer. So I wonder with the flatbed trailer we've actually got to load something onto it. Unshaven, thank you very much for the bitness. But yeah, I was really dubious about this, and I was actually quietly impressed when I fired it up on the laptop this morning. I was like, okay, and didn't think then it would support a wheel. I say the lag is a thing. It gets a shift on even with the trailer on. Oh, brake, 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 brake. The lighting's not bad. Okay, graphically not awesome. But it's not horrible. So I'll have to have a look and see how much money we've got. So this is earning us, what, 5,000? We need 14,000, don't we, to buy the next van up. It's 25% off as well. Oh, headlights. I'm certainly interested to see what the multiplayer is like. Because if you're just all whizzing around the map, if it's a company you can set up in multiplayer, or whether you're just doing your own thing in multiplayer and other people are driving around doing their own thing. So a bit like, you know, other trucking games. So you've got a fuel station here. We're okay on fuel at the moment. But it's definitely interesting, the fact that you've got all the different types of loads. And the fact that you can put a trailer. That's really cool. I wonder if eventually you'd be able to combine loads. So whether you'd be able to take a load with a on a trailer, and also then take a load in the back. It depends, setup, apologies if I'm saying it wrong, how popular it becomes. It's one of those, isn't it, with a new sort of game, people are either love it or hate it. Oh, you can take 2 loads. Okay. So I suppose I could take a load, go to another... well, that's some laggy. Go to another place, pick up another load. Hi, Jabjeet. I can't remember where I've installed this. I don't think I've installed it. So I uninstalled it and reinstalled it. I don't think it's installed on my SSD, so that might be not helping with the lag. Cross-platform multiplayer with cooperative missions. Make convoys and deliver together with your friends. Cross-platform. So when it's on mobile... What? When it's on unless it's going to console, is it? It's on Switch. Which game am I playing? Should say the title of the stream. Truck and Logistics Simulator. But yeah, I have to say, you know, despite the little lags, you know, knowing that it's only going to get better. Oh, damn it. Nothing to see there. But I think you actually do see. Let me just go to... I don't know if you can see. Oh, I think I didn't damage it that much. When I drove into a lamppost earlier, you could actually see the damage to the van. Yeah, the off ramps are a bit sudden. And Mr. Warlord, good evening. In fact, there's no lights on the trailer. It's like, yeah, we'll be fine. It's narrower than the van. You don't need lights. Stay in the lane. But yeah, the lag isn't the stream. The lag is the game. Brake, 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 brake. Is it worth buying? How much is it? Have a look on Steam. I don't know its current price. Obviously, if you're watching this on YouTube, I will leave a link to it in the description below. It was released as a beta with a discount. But I would say if you're prepared to stick with it, and is that all it is? £13.50. Wow. That's at the time of recording, so streaming this for you on YouTube. That's almost sort of no-brainer territory. Oh, we've got to go up and over here. That's very laggy. Sale on until 30th of June, and it goes up to £18. So even £18 isn't unreasonable. How good is it? I've been playing it for 42 minutes. And first impressions? Yeah, it's definitely got potential. I like the fact that you start with a really small van and you earn money by hauling loads, and then you can buy a bigger van that will take bigger loads, and then you can buy a rigid truck. Hi, Shimmy. I'm doing okay. Worn out, lost the ability to walk or move, but doing okay. See, I just wish the other truck game had the ability to start off your little trucking empire with something small. At its current state, I wouldn't probably buy it, as I wouldn't replay it much. Maybe in the future. Again, that's what I just said. If you're prepared to stick with it, then yes, I'd recommend buying it. If you're someone that would happily work through the glitches, a lot of this could be me. It could be I've installed it on my spinny drive. It could be my PC. But, you know, it is in beta. So I got 5,800 for that. I got 14,800 in the bank now. So we'll jump straight forward and see if we can do the flatbed trailer. So we get 5,000 for that one. So that's going from where we are here back down to where we just came from. I've played games out of beta that are worse than this, so it's not bad. Yeah. Right, so how's this going to work now then? Did we just take an empty trailer? Or have we got... Oh, hang on, no. We got... Using forklift, load the car and go onto the vehicle. Ah, so we've got to put one in the van and two on the trailer. That's interesting. Oh, God, that's going to affect the performance of our poor little van. Oh, start the engine. It's this I really like as well. The fact that you've got to load the... You've got to load the cargo. The concentration is real. Oh. Using forklift, load the cargo onto trailer. Okay, so this is... So we're taking 3 lots of the cargo. There's other... is that some German high-tech forklift? Yeah. I like the fact that you've got to do this. And the fact you've got to... So you work your way up. Hang on, that pallet just moved on its own. I was expecting to push it down with thing. So we're going to be quite heavy. And then we've got to hitch up, connect to the trailer. There we go. Right, so now we've got to connect the van. Oh, start the engine. To the trailer. So that's, we got quite a bit of weight we're now going to be pulling. So we've now got to follow the nav. Oh, that's some steering going the wrong way. The physics, say again, it's beta. So yeah, graphics a little bit glitchy, but it works with a wheel. Big plus. I really like the idea of it. The fact that you've got a reason to make money. The long term, you know, when you get up to having an Arctic, not sure what the playability is going to be going forward, but there's probably a lot of hours of gameplay just getting to the point where, like, now I want to buy the next van up, and then, which means you can haul more, so you'll probably get bigger cargo then to put into your bigger van. Interesting to see what happens with this one, but whether then this would just stay in your fleet so that you could just switch between vehicles. I'll find out when I come to buy the bigger van, which I should be able to afford after this job. We'll see what happens. Yeah, it's even little things like it's a fixed view, isn't it? The rear view mirror, but you've got the crate inside. You know, the lighting effects aren't too bad. I don't know what engine this is running on. And the little squealy brakes are quite cool. Okay, we've been up and down the same road a few times. Can you feel the difference? No. Which I think when you get, because I've got no force feedback, but I think when you got force feedback, you would hopefully, and when they get the physics right, I think you'd hopefully then your steering would go light. I wonder what will happen if you buy the car. You can't afford to buy the car. I think they've done that on purpose. I don't know why you'd want the car. Whether that's because when you built up enough money in your empire, you can then just go hooning around the map. The rearview mirror isn't a fixed image. It does. Yeah, but you haven't got load in, it'll change. But at the moment, it's just a fixed view. Oh, lights. Or do you actually see the road out of it? I wasn't looking at it. A lot of low FPS, or is that the game? It's quite glitchy. It's not my stream. It's quite glitchy. You can play in 4K. I turned it down to 1080 because I only stream at 1080 and record at 1080, so there's no point. Although I could have played it in 4K. But yeah, it is a little bit glitchy. So whether that's my PC, it didn't seem too bad on the laptop. But I think I'm going to have to look at my graphics driver upgrades, updates, my PC. So what's this game about? As it says, truck and logistics simulator. I love the idea that you start off with this basic little van. I've got the external view. So a basic little van. And you haul cargo to make money to buy a bigger van. And then eventually up to a rigid truck and a articulated truck. There's tippers, so you can haul like building aggregate, I should imagine, you know, gravel and that sort of stuff. Yeah, the game is a little bit glitchy, but I'm quite happy just tooling around in this at the moment. So after this load, it will be better on full release. Oh, it's going to get better, and beyond that, I think, if there's enough interest. The day-night cycle's very fast. Yeah. I'm sure probably about 10 minutes or something. Again, whether that's something that they would then slow down, because yeah, the time's ticking by quite quickly. So it is a little bit glitchy, but I can forgive that. Or what if I've got on load now when I get to the other end? See, that's the only thing. I'm loading, but I'm not unloading. Because that would be quite cool if you had to take the stuff off with your forklift. You can reduce the time scale. Okay. Can't you adjust the slider on the right of the screen should you wish to? It doesn't seem to have made any difference. I've got them all the way to the left. Cross-platform multiplayer with cooperative missions, make convoys and deliver together your friends. Didn't you put that earlier? I'll say I sense a deja vu going on there, Roxy. Oh, I see. I can change the time back. We decided to give every PC game the opportunity to join the fun just from the start and hope that you cut us some slack regarding the graphics as they're not completely optimised for PC yet. Oh, there we go. It's fine. It's glitchy. It's fine. It's not annoying me. It's one of those I'm going to be really interested now with every update. If you click on the grey box, you can change. I just did that. And it's the time scales all the way to the left. Oh, that was a thing. You're off to eat a chippy. I had sausage, chips and beans for my tea. I gained like about 60 sausages today. So I decided to get through some. That light might be red. It was, in fact, red. Is this on Steam? Yes. Current price, again, as I'm recording / streaming this for you on YouTube, £13.50. The light grey one under the clock. That. Simulated time, system time. Oh, I'd say. Oh, you can actually have it as real time. Oh, I've missed my turning now. Oh, I like that then. So you can play in real time. That's cool. Liking that. That's a tick. Let me go, the indicator's now slowed down as well. It resets between jobs. Okay. Yeah, I think the fuel might just reset as well between jobs. It's not carrying it over. Oh, that's my turning. Donuts. But I've got to say, first impressions, liking it. Put vehicle into parking space. Okay, you're expecting me to reverse the trailer, are you? This is going to go well. external view. There you go. Didn't damage any cargo. You'd expect the fuel station to carry over in the future, otherwise you never need to refuel. Yeah, again, it's a beta, so things are going to change. Right, so how much money have I got now? 20,000. So if I go to the garage... So that's the minivan. So that's what I bought. For those of you who just joined, you've put 4 hours into it already. Blimey. So that's the van I bought first of all. You got a choice of that one, or you can have the... I could have bought the... which actually does seem to be a minibus. But that one, but I didn't have the money to start with to buy that one. So that's quite crafty. So the only thing you can buy when you start is that. So I think I need to go up now to the panel van, which I can't afford to buy. So do we then... That needs 32,000. So do I carry on and do a couple more jobs in the little van? Or do we buy the bigger version? So we could buy that. That's going to take 800. Go drop side. I could do. Because that carries 900. Save for the transit. Well, I could buy the drop side. You weren't here at the beginning, were you, Chaos? I'll run through them for Chaos's benefit. So you get a car, which I'm guessing at the end you can just hoon around in, because that's 85,000. You get two types of pickup. The Ford and the Chevrolet, by the looks of things, which carry 800 kilos and, well, 800 kilos each. Can you have one of each? No. You get the minivan, which I started with, which carries 550 kilos, but I put 750 in it. Or the Volkswagen van. Panel van, you've got the Transit or the MAN, which carry 1,300 kilos. You've got the drop side, which I'm actually toying with now, because that's quite cheap, 12,500, or the Transit drop side. That carries 1.4 tons, that carries 900 kilos, but that's still more than we can carry at the moment. Then you go up to the rigid stuff. So you've got a rigid truck, which carries 7 ton, or a tipper, which carries 21 ton. So that's quite interesting. Then you got to trucks. So you got the Volvo, Scania, G440, the MAN or the VNL, and then you've got the other vehicles. So for some strange reason you've got a monster truck that does carry 800 kilos, and then you've got the little forklift that we've been driving, more of a just heavy duty forklift, a telehandler, and a loader. So quite a few vehicles. Again, this isn't released yet, so I think I'm going to go drop side, because not only does that carry 900 kilos, again, it's quite a lot. I think that's only going to increase. So let's purchase this. Yep. And we can customize it now. So we can go xenon headlights, because, you know, why not? We can pimp the interior.
Oh, yeah.
Welsh Trucker Paul, thanks so much for the follow. We can change the dash lighting to blue dials, which Volkswagens generally have. Yeah, they must have permissions from... Yeah, they must have got the licenses. You can change the plastic colour, but I'm going to leave it as black. And you can change the exterior colour. Which, although we can't go really dark blue, I'm going to go blue. Right, and now drive it. Hi, NT. The ramps around the maps, I'm guessing, will be achievements for doing them in a monster truck. Right, so there we go. Right, so you've now got another vehicle. So we can now go and get a load in this, which is one just around the corner. So if we go to interior view, that's not bad. And we'll change this to system time. Okay. Not sure if the noises are... It does sound... Is the vehicle added to your fleet? No, it's added. I think they're great as far as modelling. Said it is laggy, but as they've said, it's not optimised for PC yet. Right, so let's pull in here and see what we can get from here now. Now we've got this extra capacity. So cargo weight. See, that's going to be easy. So 1,800. That's a lot of money. 5,000 we can get for that. Or we can just pull a trailer at a ton. So that makes more... That makes more sense, because that's 5,583 for 7,100. Or we can get another 300, but we got to do the loading thing. Let's do the iSim hub. Let's do the pulling thing then, and see how well this pulls. Oh, pop my lights on. So we could have really pulled this with the little tiny one, but it's interesting to see. Well, that got a bit bouncy. The different vehicles. Also optimized. Currently on switch. Where do we get out of here? That way. But yeah, definitely impressed it's working with the wheel. Having no track IR means I just pull out and hope nothing's coming like that. Is it worth the money? If you're prepared to put up with the beta-iness, if that's a word.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
Lurkster, thank you very much for the follow. Again, I've only been playing it for an hour. But if you're prepared to accept the fact that it's going to get better, my only thing is the long term. That's my only concern, is that what happens, because you're going to want to buy every vehicle, aren't you? That's going to be your initial thing. You're going to buy every vehicle in the game, or one of everything. So you'd buy this, you'd probably buy the transit version of this because it pulls more. You'd buy the normal van version. Have I crashed yet? I have hit a couple of things. Is that what happens then when you've earned enough for everything? Multiplayer then will certainly bring something to it, and I'm definitely interested once you can set up your own server, because at the moment you can just join someone's random game. I don't quite like the idea of that. I'd be interested to see Shame these switches are quite expensive, aren't they? I said how it works on a switch. Was trucking good last night? It was okay. We cut it short because it was just so hot. We will go longer next Friday. But yeah, my initial impressions are it's great. So hot. Oh yeah, and my game kept crashing. I'm wondering if this glitching could be down to my graphics drivers, you know. But I'm scared to update them. And Barcelona. That was actually... It was frustratingly fun going through Barcelona. Nvidia. You get the glitching too. Okay, so it's not me then. That's fine. But again, that's going to get better. And it is something that I will come back and have another look at. Wow. So it seems fairly easy to make money. So I suppose we've got a little tiny van, we've got a drop side. The next thing, I suppose, if we were wanting to buy one, would be the normal large, like either the MAN or Transit. Okay, I've been keeping mine up to date. I've been okay. I'm aware some people are having issues when updating. I'm updating my graphics driver for quite a while on the gaming rig. Yeah, it's not annoying me because I know the fact that it's going to get better. Who sang that? D-Ream, was it? Things are going to get better. The interiors aren't bad. You know, Track IR support would be lovely at some point in the future. You know, graphics quality, like the wing mirror is a bit angular. So here's the roadmap. Da, da, da. Oh, Roxy Research. Company management, company garage, all purchase vehicles, extending logistics fleet, upgrading the garage to allow more vehicles, hiring drivers based on their performance and cost, assigning drivers vehicles based on their experience, manage maintenance and logistics of your fleet. Oh, so that's quite cool. So you can hire a driver and go, right, there's your van. Nothing beats Roxy Research. See, now that's made it more interesting then. So you can hire a driver, so you can buy a van for a driver, and they just go off and do jobs. Off-road delivery missions, challenging and dangerous off-road mission routes. So like that, the tipper truck would be quite interesting. And I imagine you only get the jobs based on the vehicle that you're in. So like it gave me this trailer because I could tow it with this vehicle. I don't know if the weight increased. I wonder if you get heavier loads. Oh, unloading at the end. Awesome. You want a house renovation, house mover demo sim with house renovation. Oh, a bit like they do in Australia and stuff. You just stick your house on a low loader. Again, that'd be quite limiting, wouldn't it? But there's certainly a lot of potential for this. If the map gets bigger, awesome. You can look for jobs for all owned vehicles. Yeah, which at the moment there's no point because I've only got 2. Well, I should imagine when you've got a fleet of vehicles, because you really want the highest paying job, don't you? That's what you want, because you're trying to get as much money as quick as you can, which does mean sometimes, I suppose, going over the same roads with the same sort of vehicle. But you've got to do that in any game when you're starting out, when you're trying to just earn cash. The fact that the gear sticks in park is slightly concerning. Can you get fuel? Yes. I don't need to, but your fuel does go down. Again, it resets after every job currently. And, you know, physics... it would be a good game for a Sims and Stuff company. I like the fact the reverse camera just shows you the tow hitch. I've got this game, not too good, but not bad. Again, you've got to expect the fact that it's in beta. We've been here before. Right, so that's another trailer job. I'm looking at this on Steam right now. What's your early thoughts? Appreciate it's in beta. Again, if you're prepared to stick through the fact it's beta, buy it. There's just no... My only concern, which based on what Roxy just put there about their future plans, was that what's the longevity of it? You know, what happens when you've bought every vehicle and you've done a lot of routes? But based on the fact that it then becomes more into logistics and management, that makes it more interesting. It's going to be a while. You know, look at Fernbus, Luke. I've been playing Fernbus since its beta stage, and as an example, it was that was what, 4 years ago. It was 6 months ago before it became playable fully. It's going to take a long time, so as long as people are prepared to stick with it, then it's great. So yes, you can pick the selected vehicle you've got. You can pick jobs for owned vehicles, so it tells you whether they're for the one we've got or the little one, or you can pick jobs for all vehicles. Or it's a trailer and it's a drag as well. So that works. Oh, now that's interesting. I didn't think that. I did think that box trailer, the box truck, was a bit short, but didn't realise they'd be putting a drag on it. I like that. Money doesn't go up much though. So if I go to my selected vehicle, so the highest paying job at the moment is that one at 5,400. Hi Graham. So I'm trying to get the money up, aren't I? So if I go with that one then, and that's going to be 2 in the trailer, maybe even 2 on the thing. It's the same with a tipper. You can pull a drag. Yeah, we've got 4 things to load now. I definitely like the fact that it's got, not lag, G27 support. This has already got me thinking, how much time can I spend? So I'm wondering if the... Obviously we've got the Volkswagen version. The Transit had more capacity. So will that still take 2 pallets on the back? Or is that longer? Will that then take 3? I wonder if the cargoes will change as well, rather than just being these boxes. Still just 2. Oh, in the Transit. That's fine. I think the next van purchase would be the normal Transit or the MAN enclosed van. They're sort of on that. Right, so that's those, and now we got to put the. I see. I really like this part. So the glitching you're seeing is the game. It's not the stream. Don't panic. It is in beta, and it isn't fully optimized for PC yet. For those of you that have just joined. I've got to redo my actual forklift license soon. Hi Ben. Alright, so load these on. And we've got headlights on the forklift. Oh, that's cool. I'm liking that. Because for your nighttime forklift activities. Right, so now I'm using the wheel. Yes, I'm surprised. I found out this morning it would work with a controller, but was pleasantly pleasantly surprised even that it's working with the G27. No force feedback, but I'm guessing that will come. That's really cool. Right, so now we've got to take this load. It doesn't seem to be affected by the weight, which again, something hopefully that will come in the future, because you'd expect it now with all that weight on board to be a bit more sluggish. Can I look? I can look. Is this a new game? Yes. Released in beta. No, you just go. I've got right away, but no, you just don't worry about me. You just go. Alright, so what was the cost of the Transit? Transit was 23,000, I think it was. See, it's already got that thing with me that I just want to I need to buy that truck now, which is exactly what you want in a game. You want to have a reason to do the jobs. So it's like, right, I need to buy that truck. So how much do I need for that? Again, the long-term thing then, once you've got them all, is employing more drivers. And when it becomes multiplayer, that's just got another lot of interest. But I should imagine even to get to a point where you'd want to buy every version of the vehicle available, there's a lot of gameplay there for £13.50. Even at full price at £18. That's not a lot of money. Again, yeah, if they increase the map, although it's not, I've been to that same place twice already, so I am already driving up and down the same roads. But if the map increases, I should imagine, I haven't looked at any reviews on Steam. Hopefully it's getting good reviews. I'm certainly impressed. Ow. Yeah, there might be a slight dent there in the truck thing. It's just like don't worry about that. Nothing to see there. It's still driving fine. One of the bits of cargo may have flown out. You only have one job. Yeah. Well, I was trying to overtake because there's no force feedback on the steering, so it's quite vague. That's my excuse. I wonder if the truck will stay 68% positive reviews at the moment. I bet a lot of people are moaning about the glitchiness. Or people have played it for like 2 minutes and then gone, oh no, that's rubbish. I should really review it on Steam, shouldn't I? I don't normally do that. Wow, this van's certainly quick. So we don't need to fill up really, because braking. Yeah, the AI have got no indicators or lights. But again, understand that. But how many have played it for at least an hour? Well, exactly. You could get a lot of that with Steam, unfortunately. Look at the time they played the game and go, you know, played for 4 minutes. Oh, it's rubbish. Which there have been games that I've looked at, games I've had to review, where I haven't done a review even for sort of my random Sunday slot because they're that bad. Actually, the video that this is replacing for Random Sunday, which is going to be coming next Random Sunday unless I get something else, isn't great. Heads up. Interesting actually why they put the little Peugeot bipper thing in. Why didn't they put what's in front? The like the Citroen Relay or the Peugeot partner. Why didn't they put that in as being... Why go to a Transit? Why not put the little Transit Connect then? If they're going sort of Volkswagen and Ford, it's interesting why they put a Peugeot. I'd be definitely intrigued to see if they bring more vehicles in. I don't know what you could get as a... Wow, he's speeding along the hard shoulder. As a variety of vehicles. Or whether you're going to get more specific cargo. So at the moment, like that one I pulled with the trailer that I pulled with this, I could have taken the little van and pulled that. So that wasn't really vehicle specific. But I wonder then if they'll go into the... It won't let you put... Like, you know, I put those boxes on the little van that were 300 kilos overweight. I wonder if it will then get to a point where it won't let you put a cargo on. It won't let you overload it. So, you know, that little van holds 550 kilos. If you tried to put a 750 kilo load on, it will go, whoa, AI is going wild. It would go, no, you can't. So you have to then change the vehicle. Because that'd be quite cool. Or then, you know, the vehicle you had wouldn't carry the load. You'd then have to either get one of the other drivers to do it, or you'd have to go back to your garage maybe and pick up another vehicle. Park the vehicle. in the spot, which is there. No, I'm attempting to reverse that. Oh, look at the state of state of my poor. I do like the fact you get damage. Cargo damage 2%. Really? That's all it was 2%. Lack of long-term goals and questionable driving physics seem to be shared concerns among the reviewers, but people seem to agree there's a lot of potential. Yeah, again, that's why I said my initial concern is what's the long-term state of my port. Right, I wonder if we can go and repair this before we go and do... Let's go and do that. Before we go and do another job, let's go and see about how the repair works then. Because, you know, now that concrete barrier leapt out at me. So down here, whoa. Down here somewhere. Is a auto repair. Repair vehicle. Oh, there you go, we are repaired. Okay. And let's go and... So that was quite simple to do then. I'm guessing fueling up's exactly the same. Stop engine. Refuel. We got to hold it. 1.6 cents a litre. Wow, that's cheap fuel. Yes, got a new vehicle. Which I've just had to repair for some unbeknown reason. Right, let's go and get a another job. Did a wall jump. You know what? It actually did. I was driving along, minding my own business, and a wall leapt out on me. Well, there's the trailer I just abandoned there. It's probably with it, I blame the glitchiness. See. Right. So let's have a look and see what we got from here. So we got another trailer, 5,000, 4,000, 6,000 for that one. We've just done a double loading thing. This game has jumping walls. I know. Let's just do an easy pull trailer. Oh, my neighbours are having another party. That's 2 nights in a row now. Again, my only thing is I could have used the smaller van to pull this. So at the moment there's been no benefit apart from the fact that I managed to get an extra box in. I like the fact that we got the physics though. That's quite cool. Oh, it was one of the kids' birthday, and now they're allowed to have people round from one other household, but no, there was more than that there. Problem is I can't open the patio doors because they're just making a racket. So last night when I came off the stream, I just boiled. But hey, first world problems. Right. Shout at them. That's fine. I'll get my own back. I'll get up and put some music on at like 8 o'clock in the morning. Oh, that's some roadworks. Oh, brake, 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 brake. Oh, they just knocked the sign over. What's this game? Truck and Logistics Simulator. House 2 down from me was having a really loud party last night, and the house next door to us called the police. Well, if you're making noise after 11 PM, then that's because it's only just been released. And it's still in beta, so it's only going to get better. But already, it's got me thinking I just need to do jobs now to earn enough money to buy that Transit. Transit. I do like a Transit. Oh, brake, 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 brake. Although, how much was the... on Steam? Yes. Brake, 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 brake! Why are you doing the stopping? They're playing loud music until 3:30 AM. Oh, my neighbours will be going till about 2. So what's the aim of the game? Well, the title sort of gives it away. Truck and Logistics. Do I think I give ETS... No, but if I was in ETS... If I was at SCS now... which I'm sure they're looking at content that's coming out. If SCS went, you know what, we like that. How about we make Euro Truck Simulator 2 European Logistics Simulator? Yeah, this is a van though, not a truck. And have it that you start out in a little tiny van, and they've got licenses. Same roads, same map. How cool would that be? You know, even the trailer aspect, so that where you would normally go and pick up a trailer, there would be these sort of trailers. Anyway, we're talking about this, not that. Talking about lawn leaf mowing. No, it doesn't actually. I did it one day in the week. But yeah, I definitely think this has got potential. I'm looking forward to seeing where this ends up. You know, my concern is the long term. But for £13.50, ETS2 would be more amazing with these kind of features. Maybe this will make... Well, yeah. If I was SCS, I'd be contacting the devs of this and going, do you want a job? Because it's what we've talked about, this with those physics, those maps, those trucks, those graphics, but starting out in a little tiny second-hand van, if you had a second-hand market, and then you, again, as you do when you start in ETS2, you work your way up, as we've had to do here. My thought at the moment is I can't see the benefit of buying this particular van. I thought I would get jobs that would only go into the drop side. The concept of this just really excites me. I love the fact that you've got to load it on with a forklift. That's brilliant. Looking forward to seeing what happens then when you get to the tipper and you've got to load gravel and stuff on. Again, it's beta. How good's it going to get when it comes out of beta? The fact that, suspension's slightly squished at the back of the van as well. I'm almost tempted to look and see how much I can buy a Switch for, to see about playing it on a Switch. I like the fact that trailer's just bouncing around. So we've got proper physics going on. You're going to pull out on me, aren't you? Yeah, I thought you would. In your Toyota IQ. I was genuinely... We've been chatting about it the last few days in the Discord, which, by the way, if you're watching this on YouTube, check out the Discord. It is linked below. And I was at one point sort of pretty much not going to bother reviewing it because I thought it would be really bad. I'm glad I did. I can't see the benefit currently. Is that all the Switch is? Ooh. Oh, I missed me a flipping turning. I can't see the benefit currently to buying the like the Transit. Because I don't think that's going to give us anything that this doesn't. I am interested to see the detail of the Transit, mind. If you got a Switch, you could play this and the new Truck Driver game on it. Yeah, Switch is the only console I haven't got. 199 Canadian. To do a GoFundMe. Buy Steve a Switch. We'll have a look at the vehicles. Game is 30 quid for the Switch. I could probably get it to review though. Which is not the cost of the game. It's the cost of the device. It doesn't need much before it's at release. Where am I going with my thing? I can't find where they want my thing. There? Why do you want it in there? How do you record on the Switch? Same way as I do on the Xbox. I just plug it into my streaming PC. As long as it's got HDMI. Oh, that's not going where I wanted it to go. Yay! No, Switch is TV mountable. You just put the I think you plug the dock thing into the TV, and then you just plug the handheld bit into the dock. Right. So I've got 23,000 in the bank. Let's have a look at the garage then. So the rigid truck is 77,000. We're a long way off getting the rigid. Is that the cheapest one? 114,000 for the drop side. So 77,000 is the way to go. Panel van is 32 or 40 for the MAN. So that holds 1,300 kilos. Whereas at the moment we can only hold 8. So we need 32,000 basically to get the transit. Pickup's expensive, isn't it? 40,000. So I think that's going to be our aim then, is the transit. 32,000. Okay, so we need another 9 grand. No. No. I want to go back into the... Oh, I see. I've got to actually go and select my van to go and... which one was I in? Drop side, wasn't it? Drive it. Okay. The light doesn't connect to a TV. Okay. I've lost my enter button. Where's my enter button? There. Why have you just plonked me there when that thing's around there? Okay. Just mount the curb slightly. Right, so what have we got here money-wise? Oh, 6,600 for that one. That's a winner then. That's going to be some loading going on. Look at owned vehicles. Is that the most we can earn? 538. Why would you do that? 5,000, 4,000. Yeah, 6,500. Well, no, I just wanted to see what it's like on the Switch. That's the whole idea. But it's going to cost a fortune. I won't be buying a Switch just to play. I really do like this part of it, though. I miss driving a forklift. Not fun in the rain. Reminds me of Construction Sim. Well, Construction Sim wasn't really Construction Sim, was it? That was pretty much loading simulator. And again, that could have been a lot better. Yeah, again, if they're eventually going to bring in unloading, so when you get to the other end, you then got to take the pallets off and put them in a designated area. That means it is, well, it's called Truck and Logistics Simulator, so it's not just about driving from A to B, is it? It's loading and unloading the vehicles. Yeah, Roxy said that's on their roadmap. Is that's going to happen? So unloading is going to be a thing. I want to get to the point where you can buy that transit before we finish. So it's going to earn a 6. We need, was it 10? I really do like this bit. There we go. Again, being able to walk around would be quite cool. You know, get in and out the vehicles. So you've got to get off the forklift, but, you know, that's not going to happen because it obviously isn't optimised that way. Never loaded these, didn't load them on very straight, did they? The fact we get the bouncy trailer. So if I can set that to system time again. There we go. Right, so we're going to make our way out of here. So this earns us 6 grand, provided we can get there without crashing. I just started noticing all the bus stations in ETS2 today. See? I said that before. If you look for them, does Sim Toolkit Pro help with anything in single player? Yes, you can use it to plot your routes. If you link that to SimBrief, it will set your route for you. The interesting thing is, whenever SCS are adding more map, they're still adding the bus stations. So if they'd have completely scrapped the idea of their coach simulator, they wouldn't be adding bus stations still, would they? Oh, that lighting's quite special. You haven't played X-Plane yet. We can do a beginner's session for you if you want, Dylan. Maybe Thursday we'll just do a 172 flight. I'm really impressed with it, Chaos. Yeah, for £13.50. And, you know, I want to get that, the 70 grand rigid. And then, you know, having to load that with many pallets, I should imagine, would be really cool. I don't know how many pallets we can fit in the Transit, because there's got to be a reason, logically. You know, this can take 2 on the back, 2 in the trailer. The little one can take 1 on the back, 2 in the trailer. Does the Transit then, or the MAN, take 3 in the back? What do you say about 172? We can do a basic 172 flight on Thursday. I reckon they'll release Coach Sim once they finish the rest of Eastern Europe. Well, again, they're always going to be pushing out maps. Yeah, ETS could learn a few things from this game. I really, really do. We talked about this, that we want this in ETS2 for a long time, being able to just start out in a little van. And we've got it. You know, I'm already, you know, I want to get that tipper. I want to get the box truck. I want to get a truck and trailer. So it does make you want every category of truck. Hopefully by the time you get to a point of having those, they'd have brought more into the game. Multi-drop is another thing that'd be amazing. Well, you can pick up multiple loads. Oh, wow. The AI needs work. Yeah, your best thing, Dylan, is just stay in that 172 for a while. Get used to it with a joystick. Get used to X-Plane. Yeah, the fact that the gear stick's in park as well, that's just, you know, that's just not modelled, is it? It's just it's not horrible. It's not, it's completely not what I expected. You know, so much so I've been playing for 2 hours and I don't want to stop. So it's not a case of I've been, you know, clock watching going, right, 2 hour stream, I'll stop now. I want to buy the Transit. I want to get the rigid. I'm intrigued now to see. We've got the last one in stock from Argos. Nice. I'm guessing you didn't get your power line thingies then to sort your Tinternet out. Yeah, I'm definitely interested now to see if going up to the Transit, because that's going to give us, this was 800 kilo capacity, I think it was. They aren't available for a couple of days. Okay. Be interesting to see what happens then with the Transit that's at 1,350 kilos, whether then the job value then goes up, because we're aiming at sort of about the 5 or 6k at the moment. So if the job value goes up, that makes it worthwhile taking that dip to buy another vehicle and then go up again. You know, once we get a bit more driving physics as well, because at the moment I got a lot of weight on this and behind this. Once we get a bit of force feedback, you're interested to see what it do this in now and full release. Yeah, definitely. Again, some people don't like the fact that you release a game in beta, and part of you thinks, well, you shouldn't really. You should have beta testers that are testing it, so you don't release it till it's ready. But as a beta tester myself, you can't pick up everything. Sometimes you're looking for things that you sometimes miss the obvious. And you know, people are paying to be beta testers in this, really, but I don't mind that for the money. £13.50. Yeah, I've been in private beta before. I can imagine it's been a while in development. It was around Christmas time, wasn't it? The first inkling of it came out. Yeah, some of the AI tracking there needs a bit of work. But even the fact that you get to pull a trailer. Okay, we've only got two types of trailer. One you load pallets onto. Not this one, that one. And one that you're just pulling along that bit of equipment. But again, whether that will change, whether there'll be different types of trailers. ATS copy. No. Because we're in a van. We're not in a truck. It's a van. With a little tiny trailer. With working physics. Oh, lag, don't there. Park the vehicle in the space. You want me to reverse this in, then, do you? Is that a thing? The van I drove today, IRL, had been reversing buzzer on it. That wasn't annoying at all. Right, so that's done at 6,000, so we only need another, what was it, 32,000. So we don't need much to be able to buy the Transit. So is there anything from here? No, it looks like it's down there then. What country is this? I don't know where it's based, actually. I'm guessing Germany. Yeah, Deutschland. So Germany. You can do the force feedback in the control panel on my PC. That's a lot of mucking around. Round the back there. It's not horrible without force feedback. It's the lag where you can't steer briefly. Right, so what have we got here then? So another trailer one, we just done one of those. 4,500 for that one, that'll be an easy. Or another pull. Oh, that's going to put it overweight. Look, that's going to be quite interesting. If we did that one, which isn't that far either, this should be able to carry 800 kilos. That's 1,050. No, that one's better, isn't it? 4,500. That'll give us enough money to buy the Transit. So let's do that one. How big is the map? It's not huge, but you know, I've driven up and down the same road a couple of times, but it's not bad. You'll do it in multiplayer. Yeah, when multiplayer, well, his multiplayer's there at the moment, but it's just random servers you can connect to. Oh, that's me going backwards. Oh, that's the acceleration. Lag. Hopefully they sort the optimization out soon. Because that's my only niggle. Yeah, that's in there. I don't know how that shut, but it's in there. Right, so we'll do this job, and then we'll buy the Transit and see what benefits we have from going up a size again in vehicle. How do I get out of here? I didn't tie those down. Yeah, it's fine. One this in MP would be like Farm or Construction Sim in terms you can drive to the place to get something and another player's there to load it up for you. It did say cooperative, or you can drive in a convoy or work together. So whether there's... Oh, we're down there. Whether there will be bigger loads, so you can have like 8 or 10 pallets you've got to get from somewhere. So you maybe have to have a few of you to go in various vehicles and load them all on. That would be quite cool. Yeah, the fact you can just run red lights is a huge benefit. Yeah, at the moment the fuel's resetting with every job. Doing your golf round. Yeah, I'll try and do mine in the morning. So once the fuel doesn't reset, so you'd have to keep an eye on the fuel level and then go and fill up. And if damage stayed with the vehicle as well, because you know obviously after that wall leapt out at me. Oh, you were in the wrong lane, weren't you? After that wall leapt out on me earlier, the damage would then stay with the vehicle. And if, like, you know, this load that I've got is over the limit of the van, so that in theory you would think would then damage the vehicle. But definitely really liking it. I say I want to get the Transit, then I want to get that's like 70 grand then to get the box truck. So hopefully by getting the Transit, the monetary value of the jobs that are then available to me goes up. Because at the moment we're averaging sort of 5 or 6 grand. But the lighting's lovely. And it's something different from other trucking games out there. It's definitely a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Working with a wheel, huge plus. I was, not looking forward to using a controller. We have been up and down the same road a few times. Yeah, some of these road layouts need a bit of work. But yeah, force feedback as far as the steering going light if you're overloaded would be great, or the braking being effective when you have got a full trailer on board. Oh yeah, for a beta, I'm really impressed by it. My only niggle really is the glitchiness, but they've said it's not optimized for PC. Yeah, the guy in front does seem a bit drunk. I wonder if eventually custom paint skins are available to be made. Possibly. Well, that's what we've been saying for years, NT, that we'd love in ETS2 to start out with a small van and work your way up. We've got that now, albeit in a different game. What you could do, if you're a real ETS2 aficionado, what you could do is play this first. You want to start in ETS2, don't. Buy this, start in a van, work your way up until the point where you can buy the full-size Arctic in this, then go and play ETS2. Because in theory, you're doing the whole thing. There's probably dodgy ETS van mods. Well, yeah. Wow, this guy. One of these people that you just follow in real life, and you just come up to junction, you go, please don't turn left, please don't turn left, please don't turn left, and they turn left. There's one road, when I used to go up and down to Birmingham quite a lot, across the Cotswolds, come down through Burford, over the bridge in Burford, I could either go right up through Chipping Norton, which was slightly longer, or go left towards Stowe. And sometimes if someone had been really annoying me between Lechlade and Burford, and I followed them down the hill, I would go the opposite way to the way they went, just because they'd annoyed me. Oh, I missed my junction again. I was trying to read chat. Even to the fact you've got to load and say they've said,
yeah.
Slick, thank you very much for the follow. The fact they've said you'll eventually be able to unload as well. It's just the glitching catches me out. #1 cause of accidents in the UK, reading, chat and driving. Yeah. Park vehicle in the parking spot. What parking spot? That one over there then. Right, 4,500 for that. Right, so I should now be able to go and buy the Transit. 32,000. We've got 34. Do we buy the Transit? Or do we do one more job, maybe in the little Peugeot thing, and then buy the MAN? Because that's... we need another five grand. What do we reckon? Do we buy the Transit or the MAN? MAN then. Okay. So let me jump in the woman. I'd get a man. Well, no comment there, Dylan. Let's drive the little Peugeot then. See, I've driven this for a while. And let's go and... why did it put me here? I suppose because I've switched vehicles. Oh, and the van, yeah. Man in the van. So let's see if we can do something that's going to earn us... well, we need 6 grand really, don't we? So we've got to come down here and around the corner. Oh, you're going to crash into me, aren't you? Hopefully not. Where's my thing? In there? Just mount the curb. Nice to see our sight. I'm consistent with my driving. Oh, there it is. Right, so what have we got from here then? So 4,000, don't earn a lot. 4,300. We're going to have to do 2 jobs then, aren't we? 4,000. That's going to be an easy one. Let's just pull a trailer then. 4,600. Then we'll do a little one after that. And then we'll buy the MAN. Right, where's my trailer? Down there. I quite like this little van though. So I drove one for the firm I worked for briefly last year. I like the physics of when it's bouncing. That's just really cool. And this, look, suspension travel. That's just awesome. Oh, this is only going to get better. Right, down there. I'd almost say that if you're starting out in this, just do your slogging away in this thing, because this is flipping cool. Oh yeah, you can see the trailer in the rear doodah thing. The what's it? The doorbry, the camera, mirror. That's the one. Again, beta. Whether this will get... it's not horrible as an interior. The lighting's quite cool, but, you know, they've said bear with us on that. It's like, what? Wow. Yeah, the AI definitely needs work. But you can see the trailer bouncing around outside. I'd almost say driving with a manual would be really cool in this as well. I don't even know if you can. Don't know if it worked with a shifter. I've just stuck it with auto. Right, so we'll have to do this job and then one more job in this to be able to afford the MAN, and then we'll do a job in the MAN. I'm just intrigued to see if the value goes up because the capacity of the vehicle goes up. Hopefully it does. It certainly did with the drop side. So there's a benefit to having the different vehicles then, so you get more of a value in jobs you can do. Obviously this you're restricted, not trailer wise it seems. Oh, blimey AI. It's what you can only put one pallet in the back of this, and with that trailer you can only put 2 pallets on it, so 3 pallets is your capacity. Whether in the bigger van then we might be able to put 3 pallets in. You have this game on my Nintendo Switch. It cross-play with PC. Yes, we've been heard that. Is this game free? No. But it's a bargain. Currently on sale at £13.50. I am just utterly impressed with it. So considering 2 days ago I wasn't even going to review it, so now I don't want to stop playing it. Oh, wow. I did get a little bit squirmy under braking then as well. Well, unfortunately, if you want the game, you've got to spend money on it. Because that's the way that games are made. If everything was free, there wouldn't be anything. So, you're going to have to save some money. You're hitting my shots in golf and I just hear groaning and brake, brake, brake. Class 707 are going to southeastern from south. Okay, well, thanks for that information. Right, we'll come off here. The fact the AI gets a bit tail happy, that's actually quite cool. Oh, track IR would be awesome. I'm just pulling out and hoping, so I don't want to just use the mouse to turn, to change the view rather. Nope, not this one. I make that mistake every time. That one. It does seem as though we are travelling the same roads. 15 euros, 1200 rupees, and you only have 3 rupees. Well, you better get saving then. And it's going to go back to full price when the sale finishes. Question about X-Plane. Should I wish to get planes? I get it from Just Flight and Xplane.org and Carenado and X-Flight Server. Not X-Flight Server. There's a few places you can get them from. Yeah, keep your eye on the Org Store and Just Flight are the main ones that that we use. Sam. Oh, see, I'm getting used to reversing these little ones now. Oh, 300 short. Right, I'll get another load then. Oh, without crashing into the car. Nothing to see here, move along. Go on, let me in. Open the barrier. I'll just whip across your grass, don't mind me. Where's the box? There it is. And stop, 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 stop. Okay, what have we got? Let's see, we just pulled one of those, but that's only a lot of money though, isn't it? 4,000. Actually, no, we'll load another cargo on 4,000. That'll do it. We use the forky lifty thing. I'll just figure my drink. This is the bit I think is really cool. Oh. I feel like I can lower it down, look, and always lift the front of the forklift off the ground. It is. It's a Peugeot Bipper, basically. Tiny little van. Sam, I'm totally impressed with it. As a beta game, it's a little bit glitchy, but the concept of starting off in a little van like this and earning money. We bought one other van so far. We're literally saving up to buy the next one. And you've got... I'll go through the... let me just go through the vehicles again. Actually, I'll do it after this job, because we've got to buy them anyway. So we'll do this job, and I'll run through the vehicles available again, because it's actually quite an impressive... Oops. Quite an impressive list. It does need track IR, though. But I really like this little van. It's got some pep, if that's a word. Is that a word? It's a word. It's words. Thankfully, you don't get fined for running at red lights. There are roadworks that catch you out. So you've just joined. Once I drop this load off, I'll show you the range of vehicles available. Again, currently, I'm sure that's going to improve. Yeah, I managed to get, when I had my throttle, Dylan, it fits just either side of the G27. So I had the joystick on one side, the throttle on the other. Oh yes, once you start looking at the org store, it's a dangerous, dangerous place. You enjoy my YouTube videos, thank you very much. This will be going on the YouTubes tomorrow, in fact. For a random Sunday. And quite a long random Sunday, it seems. Somebody can explain Payware last night, how tempting it all is. Again, there's some decent free... Jesus Christ, dude. There's some decent free stuff. The Robin is awesome. And the Zebo. But the default 172 is fantastic. It is a brilliant plane. And one I recommend spending a lot of hours in. Right, so we've got enough money for the MAN now. And then we'll see what value of jobs we get with the MAN. Oh yeah, that's, you know, £90 isn't unreasonable for a decent jet. Probably not, Szymanski. The 172 is the only thing. Well, that, again, I spent a lot of time in that 172 before I was brave enough to fly anything else. You've been watching an old Twitch stream of the first time you lot started up the Zebo with Sam and Chris advising it's complicated. Well, again, look at my video, my not a tutorial of the Zebo. And even the one that went out last weekend, starting it up from cold and dark, it's actually not that complicated. I'm doing the same with Sam's help, hopefully tomorrow, with the Airbus. So starting from cold and dark, and I don't know how to set up the Airbus. Oh, I love the Zebo. That's why I end up flying it in so many streams, because I'm just used to it. I do want to fly the Airbus more. Hopefully going through it with Sam tomorrow, I'll get my head around it a little bit more. Use a checklist. I've got a checklist for the... I think you sent it to me, Chaos. What do you think of the Class 68? I couldn't spot a Class 68 out of a lineup. I don't know. The only trains I know the classes of is the HST, the Pacer, and the 166. I couldn't tell you what anything else is. And once they sort this lag out and optimize it a bit more, this is going to be really enjoyable. The lag is shocking. Yeah, they have said though, Roxy posted details that it's not optimized for PC. It's optimized for the Switch. It's, you know, it doesn't make it unplayable. Oh, you are seriously going to stop there, aren't you? Right. So we'll go and buy the MAN in a second. And for those of you who just joined the stream, I'll then show you the vehicles that are available. No, you can't smash your van up, my van up your golf club. Right, there we go. It's another 4,000. So we've got more than enough money now. Right, let's go to the garage then. Right, so if you just joined the stream, apologies for those of you watching on YouTube, if you are still watching after 2.5 hours, blimey. We'll run through the the range of vehicles available. So you've got a car. Looking forward to tomorrow's flight. I'll have to check this to hand. It's going to be a buy the book tutorial as well. It's Sims and stuff. Exactly. It's not going to be a buy the book tutorial. Good. So you've got a car, which I'm guessing once you've built up your empire, you can then have a car. You've got a pickup truck, which carries 800 kilos. 2 versions of the pickup truck. I really like the Ford. I love the new Ford Ranger. It looks just stunning. Anyway, you've got the minivan, which is what we started with, because the money you start at the beginning of the game with, that's all you can afford. But there is a Volkswagen van, which actually isn't, well, it's a minibus without seats, which is quite bizarre. Then you go to the panel van. You've got 2 weekends off in a row after tomorrow, so you'll be able to join some flights. Awesome. That's cool. Look forward to that, Chaffer. So you've got a transit van, and the one we're going to purchase in a second is the MAN. So they've got a capacity of 1,300 kilos. So hopefully now that gives us access to more jobs. Drop sides, which is what we bought. So that gives us 900 kilos capacity. And the transit version, that gives us 1,450 kilos capacity. The rigid truck, this is where it starts getting interesting, because you can actually have a drag. So some of that you can actually have another trailer after this. I'm guessing this will hold umpteen pallets. So you've got that version of the rigid, and you've also got a tipper that will carry 21 ton. So that's cool. Then you got into the trucks. So you got the Volvo, you got the Scania G series. I thought the G was the rigid version. Could be wrong. So the Scania, the MAN, so that's licensed as well, and then the VNL, which doesn't look great, I don't think. Those rear wheels look a bit odd. And then you've got the other vehicles. So you've got a monster truck, because apparently there are some missions, some off-roading missions out there. So I'm guessing you've got to put loads in a monster truck. So that holds 800 kilos. G is a less tall R. Oh, okay. You got the little forklift we have been driving. An alternate forklift, which I'm guessing has got more carrying capacity. That looks like I was calling it a telehandler earlier. That looks like the thing that carries containers. So that'll grip a container from the 4 sides. And it's an ICR, so that's not on the license. And then the diggery, buckety thing. So that's those. So we want to buy the panel van. So we want to buy this then, the MAN. So we'll purchase one of those for 40 grand. And now we can customize it. So we can add xenon headlights, because why wouldn't you? We can pimp our ride and go tinted windows. We'll of course have the blue. Oh, I've not changed the thing around, so I can drag the little thing. No, drag the little dots. The blue dials, because that's what Volkswagens have. Well, this is the MAN, isn't it? Oh well. You can change the colour of the plastic, so I don't want to do that. And you can also paint the exterior. I actually quite like the grey. Diggery buckety t-shirt. So we'll purchase that. And then we'll drive it. You have to press select to apply the windows and headlights. I probably didn't do that, did I? But I'm just showing you what you can do anyway. Right, so we now have our new van. So you can actually, I can change the game to system time now. So we've got our new van with more capacity and looking all very nice inside actually. So we're going to pick up a load in this. If I can find my way out of the car park. How do I get out? Where's the way out? Over there? No. There's Mama Noodles over there. Noodles. Okay, there. Alright, so we go and find our closest place where there's a job. And hopefully we get a job with more value to it. Because he spent all this money on a van. Oh, that's the docks. Okay. Because there's a dot in the middle of the water. Oh, Track IR would be so nice. Okay, they're driving they're driving off road slightly. Holy crap. Yeah, that's yeah, definitely a beta issue there. Traffic was on my side of the road. Right, so we'll do one job in... yeah, that is a hard shoulder. We'll do one job in this then. And then maybe call it a day. So 5,000, 4,000. See, there's no extra value really, is there? Cargo weight... Well, cargo weight's gone up, but not necessarily... the money. We'll do this one anyway, because that's going to be loading some stuff on with the forklift. Oh, they're taller. Ah, that's interesting. And we've got to put one in the... Okay. Also, we've got little pallets to go... Oh, I see. We've got taller pallets to go in the... Taller pallets to go inside the truck, in the van. Oh, that's... Different forklift, is it? No, same forklift. Oh, the money per job's gone up. I suppose because we can carry more weight. Oh, wrong way. Oh, shit. That's backwards. We can carry more weight now. This one's got to go in the side door. Oh, that got a bit bumpy. God, I've actually dented a couple of vans putting pallets in side doors. Like that. Yeah, cheers, Sam. Okay, I'm actually pushing the van now. I'm too... Van Denter Steve. Oh, I have done it in real life. One of our company vans, it was only a few months old, had two nice little forklift marks where I put a pallet in the side and Yeah, it didn't end well. Also dropped a pallet of dustbins on the floor once, unloading them. And I think it's like 50 of them on the pallet. I think I broke about 40 of them because they were plastic. Me and forklifts don't get on, and I've now got to redo my forklift license so I can drive a forklift at work. That's going to be interesting. I haven't driven one for 11 years. So yes, we'll make this the last job. Then I just wanted to see what we got extra for having the extra vehicle, and it does seem like now we get those bigger pallets. So the next milestone then is going up to the rigid. Shame the trailer never got big. I left the lights on the forklift as well. Oh, that'd be fine. So those trailer physics are really cool. Yeah, once we get a bit of proper force feedback, once we get, like, if you are overloaded, so the back of that was down quite well, your handling would then become affected. Hopefully those are all things that are going to come, but I will come back and do more in this because I want to really do see what the actual rigid's like. Look at getting the tipper. So there's certainly more gameplay here, so it might be one for next Saturday night. Wow. Okay. Getting a little bit of an AI issue going on there. Come on. Oh, now he goes. We've got no rear view mirror in this either. Typical white van man, yeah. I was one of those today, but it was silver. Holy moly. So yeah, 70 grand then to get the big box truck. So that could be one to aim for next time. Some of these junctions need work. But overall impressions, it doesn't feel like I've been playing this for nearly 3 hours. There's a lot of initial gameplay in it. I love the fact you've got to load it. I love the fact that you've got a variety of vehicles. I'm intrigued to see what difference the pickup makes, because we haven't got the pickup. I don't think there'll be a lot of difference between, well, there isn't capacity wise between this and the Transit, so you wouldn't necessarily need that. The other drop side, so the Ford drop side has got more capacity, but that's still only going to take 2 pallets, so you wouldn't necessarily need that. A pickup truck I think would be needed. And then you've got every range covered. Then you'd go up to the rigid, and then you'd go up to you'd want the one you can put the gravel and stuff in, and then you'd go up to a truck. So in theory, currently there's only pickup truck, tipper, rigid, truck. There's 4 more vehicles, and the monster truck, because that's going to come into play somewhere. 4 more vehicles that you've got to buy, 5 potentially, but the value of those has gone up dramatically, so there's still a lot of jobs to do. And you know, I've been playing this for 3 hours and I've just about managed to buy, you know, 2 vehicles. So, you know, £13.50, is it worth it? Yes. Even if you're watching this and it is no longer on sale on Steam, at £18, is it worth it? Yes. Will it get better? I'm sure it will. You know, hopefully they'll bring more map. So they'll just expand the map, because, you know, the longest time we've been driving is probably, I don't know, not quite 10 minutes. And driving across this same map in a truck, you might spend more time loading and unloading than you do actually driving. So I definitely want more map as you've got bigger vehicles. But, you know, I've driven down these same roads quite a lot. I haven't got bored with it. You know, the AI routing needs a bit of work. Map DLC maybe. Yeah, possibly. You know, it'd be quite interesting to get other sorts of trailers, other sorts of vehicles. You know, what's like a car transporter where you drive the cars onto a transporter. So you've got map size will be extended. There you go. So how about, you know, where you've got like 6 or 7 cars parked up and you've got a car transport and you drive them on. This sort of, I think, lends itself to that. Because it's truck and logistics. It's not just truck driving. It's the logistics side of it as well. New vehicles, an electric truck, more rigid trucks, new load vehicles and trailers, new cars and more. Vehicle upgrades, vehicle accessories, realistic vehicle damage. So yeah, it's just going to get better, isn't it? Put vehicle to the parking space. To the parking, to the back cave. Yeah, I think the trailer could do with being bigger, because you'd have a sort of, it'd be nice to have a longer trailer that then you would have like more pallets on the trailer. But again, it's beta. Who knows what they're going to do? So there we go. We've already got money in the bank. And we're doing quite well. And there we are. So we will end there. Skid steer loader to load utilities, cars, car transporter, unloading cars. Well, there you go. Load and delivery timber, carrying forklifts, skid steer with utility trailer. Oh, so you carry your own. I wonder if they do it, because in real life you get the trucks and trailers with the forklift on the back. I wonder if they do that. Yacht delivery, larger container missions, reach stacker or crane, carrying ATV or motorbikes with a utility trailer, deliver a caravan from renting or factory to a camper. Wow. Well, there you go. If you are still watching this on YouTube, or if you're watching this live, and you're in question whether you're going to buy it or not, buy it. Using a truck-mounted forklift to unload cargo from trailers and deliver to non-logistical areas. Oh, wow. It's just ticking every single box for everything we wanted in a game, isn't it? I am so glad that I've... oh, you've got smoke coming out of exhaust. So glad that I've done this. If you're watching this on YouTube and you want to see more of this, please let me know in the comments below. Yes, we will carry on because I want to see what other vehicles we can get. It's a shame because I always want to go and carry on playing. So yes, and if you're watching this live, we will come back and do some more. Maybe next Saturday we'll come back and do some. Yeah, it's I'm blown away by it, actually. A few glitches, yes. Things that you can see should be improved, yes. But the whole idea of it and the fact that you can then get this variety of things to do, I'm really looking forward to seeing what this holds and what the future brings for this game. So, yeah. So for those of you watching live, thank you very, very much. To Slick for following, for Lurkster for following, for Welsh Trucker Paul for following, if you're still around. Unshaven for cheering some bits, for Captain Chaos for hitting 34 months now. Only seems like just yesterday, Chaos, it's 33. For Brian for following, Unshaven for gifting 5 subs, thank you Unshaven, and for subscribing yourself, thank you very much. For Undertaker for subscribing, so thank you very, very much indeed. So yes, next stream for those watching live will be tomorrow lunchtime for some flight, me in an Airbus, what can possibly go wrong, and then back on Monday night with OMSI back in its slot. Tuesday then will be possibly Train Sim Tuesday. We might shift Wreckfest to Wednesday because it makes sense. Thursday will be flight, Friday will be trucking, Saturday we'll do some more of this. So there we go, we will end there. Until the next time then, if you have been... Oh, thanks all you lot for chatting as well. Without you lot, I'd just be me waffling for 3 hours. Until the next time, if you have been, thanks very, very much for watching.